There's a quiet pressure that shows up when you don't know your next step. It doesn't always shout, sometimes it lingers. In the background of your thoughts, in the pause before you take action, in the subtle feeling of being stuck. I don't know what to do next. And from there, the mind starts trying to solve it. It starts scanning, overthinking, replaying options, trying to figure out the right move, the best move, the move that finally changes everything. But what if that's not how clarity works? What if your next step isn't something you force, but something you allow? Because here's something worth considering. You may not be stuck because you don't know what your next step is. You may be stuck because you're trying to see too far ahead. You're asking questions like, what should I do with my life? Where is this all going? What's the right path? When really, the only question that matters right now is, what's the next step that's already trying to show itself? Not the biggest step, not the perfect step, just the next one. There is a difference between searching for your next step and noticing it. Searching comes from pressure. Noticing comes from presence. Searching says, I need to figure this out. Noticing says, let me see what already is here. Think about your life right now. Not the version you wish you had, not the version you're trying to build, but the one you're actually living in. There are things in your life already asking for your attention. Small things, quiet things, simple things. A conversation you've been avoiding, a task you've been putting off, an idea that keeps coming back, but you keep dismissing it. That's not random. That's not noise. That's often where your next step lives. The next step doesn't arrive usually as a grand revelation. It shows up as something almost too simple to take seriously. And because it feels small, you overlook it. Because it doesn't feel life-changing, you delay it. Because it doesn't answer everything, you ignore it. But here's the truth. Your next step is not meant to solve your life. It's meant to move your life. So here's your step for today. Not something complicated, not something overwhelming, something precise. The follow the pull step. Instead of asking, what should I do with my life, ask this. What feels quietly unfinished that I already have the ability to move forward today? And here's the key. Don't overthink the answer. Don't analyze it. Just notice what comes up first. Because your next step often feels like a slight pull, a nudge, a yeah, I probably should do that. Once you identify it, do it before you negotiate with it. Not tomorrow, not later today, as soon as possible. Why this works? Because momentum doesn't come from certainty, it comes from movement. And once you take that one step, something shifts. Clarity expands. Energy moves. The next step after that becomes easier to see. You don't need to see 10 steps ahead. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to stop waiting for clarity and start trusting what's already trying to move through you. Your next step is not hidden. It's not being withheld from you. It's simply waiting for you to notice it and be willing to take it. If you're ready to go deeper, if you want to take everything from today, this idea of noticing, this idea of movement, and turn it into a clear, grounded path forward, continue the journey, and the link is in the show notes. You don't need your whole life figured out. You just need your next step, and it might already be closer than you think.